Hi, in this tutorial, we'll take a look at programming with code blocks and HTML files. The first area of my screen, you can see where we will put all of our programming code blocks. Next, we also have our code block palette, and this is where you'll find all of the different blocks of code that you can use. Lastly, you can run your program over on the right-hand side of the screen by clicking the refresh button for the HTML file. Before we begin, let's take a look at some of the categories in our code block palette. First, we have metadata. These are mostly tags that deal with the structure of your HTML file. Next, we have grouping, and these are the div and span tags. Then we have resources for links and images that you want to add to your web page. Then we have table. This is where you'll find different types of rows and columns that you can set up in different tables that you can create on your web page. We also have sections, and this is more structural stuff, more semantic types of HTML tags that you'll find here. The formatting category is going to be used very often by you. It will have heading tags, paragraph tags, and different types of styling in there as well. The list category is where you can create unordered lists or ordered lists with bullets and numbering. And lastly, the form category allows you to create different types of forms and buttons and elements like that on your web page. Let's try creating a simple web page. I'm going to drag over an H1 tag. And that's in our formatting category. And you just simply drag it over and snap it into place. Then I can type whatever text I want to appear in that H1 tag directly onto the code block. Then I run my code, and you can see what it says on the screen. Now, if you try to add additional code blocks, HTML tags, to your code block file, you're going to find that this dash outline shows up around it. And also the commenting syntax around that code block as well. This means that you cannot add additional code blocks or tags below the first one that's there unless you have the HTML structure set up correctly. So let's delete that by moving it back over to the palette, and we'll delete our H1 tag as well by moving it back over to the palette. We're going to go under metadata and add the very first tag that you should have on every HTML file, and that's doc type HTML. Then we're going to add under sections the HTML tag. These are crucial for any HTML file. Then we're going to add some more structural components like the head tag, and also the body tag. These are also really important structural pieces for any HTML file that you're working with. Now we have a more appropriate structure in place. You can switch to code at the top anytime and take a look at what that would look like in a text-based type of formatting. And you can see where it's indented in that structure. Switching back to blocks view, I can go to my formatting category, and the structure that we have in place now allows me to add additional code blocks. So I'm going to add an H1 tag here and add the string of text font in there. And now I can also add a paragraph tag code block and an underline tag code block. In the underline tag, I can add a string of text as well. So we can now put all of this in place. Due to the fact that we have our HTML file properly set up with that structure, running the code allows me to see that it is working as intended. If you ever want to delete a number of code blocks, simply draw a square around all those code blocks and then drag them over to the palette. Now let's try something a little different. We use the code tag code block. And we'll type in some JavaScript code in here. Now, the code tag allows it to format looking more like code on your web page. It doesn't actually run this as JavaScript code, so now let's go ahead and run this and take a look at it. You can see how it's formatted to look a little bit more like code on our web page output. Lastly, let's add some metadata to our head tag. I'm going to drag over the title tag code block, and this basically adds some title to our page. I'm just going to call this my first page, and we're going to add that string of text right there in the title tag. Now you won't actually see anything when you click to refresh the HTML page and run the code. And that's because the title actually appears in your browser. So you'll need to click this button that has the square with an arrow that's all the way to the right, and that will allow you to pop it out into another tab and then be able to see the title of your page up here. Simply select the other tab in your browser to return back to your program. And now it's your turn to start coding with code blocks.